back home now. What did you guys do yesterday? Were you tired like me?
Yeah, I was flat on the sofa the whole day. I was so tired.
It was for me it was like the best worst Christmas ever.
Yeah, yeah, same for me.
Like
Same for me.
I didn't feel like celebrating or anything, but I also felt super what's the word?
I
Fulfilled.
actually said it was my most fulfilling Christmas ever.
Yeah, it has to be mine. Like
Yeah.
yeah, fulfilling I guess would be. But I was super tired yesterday after that trip, and hot and dusty. All that mud turned to like dust and whatever.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think though? Cause you messaged me last night or yesterday, 2 day, right after the trip, and said it's hard to talk to your friends that aren't there and didn't see what we saw, and I felt the same. I could only talk to Judea and Finn, and nobody really. All our friends were like, come party, it's Christmas. I was like, what are you gonna talk about? You know?
Yeah, it felt a little bit low, and it's quite. I went directly home and then to my friends, and it was like really strange. So
And
yeah.
by the way, this is Gatan. She's from Sweden. She's a friend. She helped me raise some money here, and she's been going on the trips with us. And this is Vanilla. She's Filipina, and she also went with us on the last trip. And she volunteered for Red Cross on the last typhoon, so it was good to have her around. So I wanted to see your guys' reaction. Like I said, it's hard to get it into words, but every time somebody sees this video, it doesn't look real on video, but every time we
No.
make a video, we get more support that we can go directly to what we're doing. So
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
videos doesn't really show what a disaster it is. How
It's
huge is
impossible.
it? Yeah.
I couldn't even use all my footage. I had to cut it down to 30 minutes or 20
Yeah.
minutes, whatever they were, and nobody. I what really bothers me is all my comments and my friends and family. They said I had no idea. None of this is in the news in America or Europe or whatever at all. Like at all.
Yeah.
Um, it really.
Yeah, and now is actually when the people start suffering the most because now everything is there's nothing for them even if they have money to buy it,
Yeah.
and there's it really. I was thinking the whole day yesterday, what is the best to give to them? Like
Yeah, me too.
it's like okay, we give them food that it lasts for a couple of days, but they don't have anything. I heard that they even had like problem. Okay, now we have some rice, but we don't have anything to cook it in.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
on our first trip, we had no idea. We only brought food and water,
yeah,
and we learned so much. I mean, on the second trip, you guys were there. We had police escorts. We hired 5 or 6 guys from, where like Darwin to help us, and then we had 5 or 6 or 10. I don't know how many guys were helping us when we arrived, and that was way more easier and organized. But we also, me and you went shopping all day. Finn went shopping for certain stuff, and me and you went. We bought out the entire Sorry store.
and that was quite a big store.
Yeah, that wasn't a little store. It was huge. Um, I think the baby milk was we're definitely doing that again.
Yeah, and diapers.
Yeah, I don't know how essential diapers are, but they were.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
literally, they were fighting me over them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they also
People
said
were.
that they only had the clothes that they had
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
wearing.
And then we went and bought out the entire Okay store.
Yeah,
We bought. We said, well, if you give us a discount, we'll buy everything. We didn't buy everything because they had some really bad
winter
ones.
clothes.
Winter. But they like those, so we gotta. I think we're getting better on every trip.
Yeah, and you realize that they need other stuff like maybe cookware, some tools, nails.
I was telling you today, tents,
Yeah,
especially. Somebody mentioned tents earlier, but we only knew about Baez City, and there's nowhere to put tents. Where we
yeah.
went in Baez, it's all. I mean, the houses are ruined, of course, but there's nowhere to put tents. But
But
then when we went to Bendoy, it's all washed out, destroyed fields.
Yeah, and in Bice, there they still had like the houses were most of them were still standing, but
Yeah.
they were full with mud.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, I don't want to downplay Baez because it was
no, no,
a
no.
freaking
But I mean,
war zone, but like
but
you said, at least they have,
in a couple of weeks they could be like
yeah,
having somewhere to stay at least.
yeah, they
The
could,
lost village was like totally wiped out. You
yeah,
couldn't even see that there was had been a village there.
yeah, every single thing they own, money, food, clothes, was whatever they were carrying when we saw them, and that included babies. Uh, so I don't even know how they would rebuild their houses.
Yeah, actually, there was also like one old lady who told me the story about her house in Mindoy that was washed out by the flood. So I told them, now that you learned that you should not build your house near the river. And the only thing that she mentioned is like, I don't know where to put the house, even if I have the
So sad.
capacity.
So I think if we made at least, I don't know how expensive the tents are gonna be. We got the money. We're planning the next couple trips already, but I think we should get some at least,
Yeah.
along with the food, whatever. What do you think, Vanilla?
Yeah, for the tents, there's actually, well, based on my experience with Red Cross, I was actually not in the emergency phase. The emergency phase is actually from the very beginning until like last 1 to 2 months, and then you go with the recovery phase. That's when you actually able to identify who are the most vulnerable, because there are also Filipinos, or there are also people who have support from the outside of
Yeah,
the Philippines, sending them money or from Manila, so that they were able to rebuild their houses. But there are also people who doesn't have anything at all. Their farmlands are gone, or their source of income is gone, like boats and those stuffs are gone. So I think they are the most vulnerable because they don't have extra, they don't have anything
no
to,
support.
yeah, no support at all
And the
to,
government can't even get up there. They don't even. They probably don't even know about it
yeah.
because there's so many people in the city, the congested area where they're helping. They
And, and
probably don't have time.
and we were only able to go up until the first village on this because after that the road was totally destroyed.
Yeah, I was talking to the police guy or whatever, and I said, "Why do we stop here?" And he said the road was out, and half the people that were at our trucks, they were walking really far away, like
Yeah.
across the river. Cause I thought he wanted to drive across the river. I was like, no, we can't. But then I saw people walking across the river with little jugs or whatever they could. And the river, that's another problem. And the mud, like you told me, there's so much disease. There's so much diseases and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Did you see one single stray dog, cat, goat, cows, pigs?
No,
They're all
nothing.
dead, man.
Yeah, and a friend of mine, he lost his auntie and her family with a small baby there, and he said that it's also a problem they can't use the water in the river because it starts to smell from the animal and things. So
Yeah, we don't know like
what's in there. Also
Imagine.
something I was thinking about. Was there wells there before, or
I don't know, but
could
somebody
you
did
make a
mention
well? Yeah.
somebody did mention in one of my comments that we should look into having one drilled.
Yeah, exactly. It's
We
like
have the money. But it's like no guarantee. We had one drilled at our house, and it hit sulfur from the volcano, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a ton of money wasted. You can't drink it. So I want to talk to somebody, geologist, somebody that knows about that area. Maybe we can drill one. That would solve one problem right there.
here they even dig wells, and that's even it's even cheaper. They do it for like 20, 30,000. So it's mostly the pipes that are expensive, and then for the if you want to drill, then it's like I guess about 100,000.
Yeah, it just depends on ours is super deep.
Yeah.
Uh,
It all depends on how deep you have to go
Yeah.
to get water.
it might be deep, but it don't matter. Ours is 4 or 5 thousand US. We have the money if we could do it. I just don't want to waste the time.
Yeah.
Imagine if we wasted the time and there's no water, like, or the
And
money. I mean, um,
Did you talk to them and ask them what they really needed?
no, I was more asking them like how was the experience during the typhoon.
yeah, me too, because it's impossible to imagine. Some of them got evacuated preemptively. I saw a Facebook post or something. But others were like, they're just trying to sleep in their house, and all of a sudden a wall, 10 foot tall wall, appeared out of nowhere and just washed everything downstream. And all the coconut trees stayed and just caught debris. Like we saw it, like
Yeah, it was piled up
roofs
like meters
and
of them.
grass, everything, just like a cheese grater. Just
Yeah, he was also able to tell me about the same family as the family that died. He actually evacuated his family, and then he was thinking, oh, I will go back and get the crops that they had, like corn. And then he got caught in this like flood wave that came, and he was able to hold on to a palm tree, but he wasn't able to go away there, so he stayed there clinging to that palm tree for until 8 o'clock in the morning when he got help.
I imagine that's how a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's no other way to survive. There's nothing else to hold on to unless you go all the way out to the ocean. But then the problem is the water is so deep and rushing so fast, you're getting hit by metal roofs,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
trees, or getting pushed under. It's just an impossible situation. I don't care how good a swimmer or anything. I don't even know where to start. A water well would be nice if it's
Yeah,
possible.
Yeah.
a water well would be nice, and if ever for a charging station, maybe. I mean, yeah, we could put it in the barangay hall or
Is there a barangay hall there?
I don't know. I
But
don't know
if we
the
made like a tent city where there's like a main tent for, like, if it's in a circle where everybody could use,
yeah.
I don't know.
Would
We're
actually.
doing better on each trip, so.
Yeah.
Because like each barangay, for example, I forgot the name of the barangay, but we are in Sitio Ilaya. So Ilaya means far. So each barangay usually has 7 to 10 sitios, and then there is someone responsible in the barangay level. Someone is responsible to look after to the sitios. So for sure in their sitios there's also like where one villages usually all people live there, so maybe we could choose like okay we can put the solar panel here and then anyone like a community solar panel to charge their phones. Also like same case with the well, if there's like a nearby community we
Yeah.
could like the whole village or even if there's
Yeah,
a
because the legality, since that's not their land, we have to figure out
yeah it's the same thing.
so much. We gotta figure out who to talk to, but I just want to feel like we're making a difference instead of
Yeah.
laughing.
They say that there are more places like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't save everyone. That's not possible, but it's so huge this one. I mean, we're not even up where the eye went.
Yeah, and then you got Sipilai.
Yeah.
Our whole island we could help, and then we got Cebu. I don't even. Palawan. I haven't heard a peep from Palawan.
There.
But you guys are feeling all right. You weren't too depressed.
No, you think a lot, and
Yeah.
but it's almost hard to take in. I think it's gonna be like a long time where you're gonna think about what really happened to those people
It's
and
just.
how they're. It's heartbreaking.
It's impossible to imagine, man. Just when I say everything, I don't think my American friends know what everything means. When they lose everything,
No.
it's not like losing your pension or losing your house and you have insurance, or it's like losing every single thing in your entire life besides your two, whatever you're wearing, and
It's like
no mom, no mom to send you the go home ticket.
10 grades from being super poor.
Yeah, and they
Down,
were
I mean.
already a
I
poor
mean, they are.
village.
That's their normal thing.
They were
Like-
already a poor village, but self-sustained, happy, and now they're just. That's what's sad is that they're not complaining, but their lives are just that much hard. I mean, infinitely more harder now and
Yeah.
worse. You know, maybe they,
Yeah, trying to survive.
yeah, trying to. I mean, they weren't living in luxury already, um, and now they're just infinitely worse. And they're not complaining. They're they're just trying to. So every time you guys donate, we're setting up actual charity because it's been overwhelming. Um, uh, what do you want me to say? I think those 85. That's not even $2. It's like $1.50.
Yeah, and $1 can buy 3 kilo rice.
Yeah, we had 3.5 tons of rice yesterday because of you guys. Two, 2,000 something.
To put on the rice.
A lot of sardines and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, baby stuff. Next time. Well, we bought all their baby stuff, but we gotta find more next time.
Baby stuff really was like badly needed. Every mom was like fighting for
Even
more.
the guys, and I was like, "Do you have a kid? And what year?" And I told him, "You can't eat this unless you're a baby. It's not good." And he said, "No, I have babies," so I believed him.
Yeah.
And those one boxes, the green boxes in my last video, they were 100 pesos, right?
Yeah.
And they last 3 days for a
3
baby.
days for a baby. Yeah.
That's $2 for 3 days, and each one was different ages, 0 to 6 months, 6 months to 12 months.
Yeah.
Guys came up to me and I was like, a 2-year-old baby. I was like, nah, here's some milk, here's some real food. I'm not gonna waste the baby stuff, which is, yeah, that's pretty messed up to think about actually. That reminds me, I don't want to cut you off, but if you guys are watching this, I want you to hit up every sporting goods store. We need camping tents, whatever. Tell them to sponsor us. Uh, Jollibee, I don't care who it is. If you're in Philippines, just go spam all these companies and say, hey, come help us save Negros, because it's not even in the news, you know?
Yeah, that surprises me most. It's like nobody know about this. Yolanda was like well known all over the world,
Yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't even in the Philippines.
and this one that spread over so much bigger area,
Yeah.
and there's nothing about it.
Yeah. So, go spam. I want all 10,000 of you, whoever's watching this, go spam the Phil, what is it called? Phil Star? All the Filipino news websites and YouTubes, whatever, and show them these videos. Not this video. Show them the ones with the images when we're actually in the thing, because we need to get news out. If Filipino news starts covering Negros, Central, Northern Negros, whatever, then the American and the European ones will too. And then we could have big government and corporate intervention, and because right now we're not even making a dent. So
Yeah, but at least we're making a difference.
I hope so.
At least we try.
We try.
Hopefully we're getting better on each trip so that we know we do better. I don't know. If we can make it well, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I just say thank you to everyone that have supported us to do this.
Yeah. Just keep it coming, because we can't do this anymore on our own, and we have a lot more trips planned already. So yeah, if we get enough support, we can go to Palawan and keep going. We'll go everywhere that needs us, I guess.
Yeah.
So, anything else? You guys are alright?
Yeah.
Alright. See you later.